Welcome to Mastery Max Cheese Bites. Today, Mastery Max is going to show us how to use our learning sentence writing book. The first story in our book is called Effie the Elephant. So sometimes we'll just call take out your Effie book. Now you will notice at the front of your book, you will have a chart. And every time you finish a story, you can put a sticker and you can stamp the date if you like. So we're going to work through the stories. Now I'll show you how you should read your story. So I'm going to put the camera closer to the story. Here we see Effie the Elephant. So we're going to read Effie the Elephant and read it 3 times. Effie the Elephant. Effie the Elephant. Effie the Elephant. Now let's add the next sentence. Effie is an elephant. Effie is an elephant. Effie is an elephant. Now we'll go back and read the title and sentence 1. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. And do that until you can do it without any mistakes. If not, repeat it 3 times. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. And when there are no mistakes and even rhythm, add the next sentence. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Read it 3 times. She has thick, tough, gray skin. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Now we'll try the title and the first 2 sentences. Effie the Elephant. Try to use expression. Effie is an elephant. She has thick, tough, gray skin. So now I'm going to add the next sentence. Her long nose is called a trunk. Her long nose is called a trunk. Her long nose is called a trunk. Now I'm ready to try it all. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Her long nose is called a trunk. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Her long nose is called a trunk. And now the 3rd time. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Her long nose is called a trunk. Now I'll add the next sentence. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. Now we'll read the whole story. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Her long nose is called a trunk. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. 2nd time. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Her long nose is called a trunk. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. And 3rd time. Effie the Elephant. Effie is an elephant. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Her long nose is called a trunk. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. So I've read that story for today, and I will put a check mark at the top. Now look at all the check marks and the stickers. So you can see that that story has been read many, many times. So when you do it the next day, you'll read it again. And if you do a new story, you always start back with story number 1 as you work through the book. Now we'll go to the questions. And you might do them on the same day you read, or you might wait. And sometimes you only do 1 sentence a day. Don't do them all if it's too much work. So, who is Effie? Now, we know the answer is Effie is an elephant. So we'll write it on the line and make sure you're reaching the top line and the bottom line. Next question. What kind of skin does Effie have? She has thick, tough, gray skin. So notice how It's been written on the line. She has thick, tough, gray skin. Remember the capitals and remember the periods, because sometimes students forget that, and we don't want you to do that. So just think of it and check your work before you do the next one. Now let's read question 1. Who is Effie? Effie is an elephant. What kind of skin does Effie have? She has thick, tough, gray skin. All right, now I'm ready to go on to the next question. What is Effie's nose called? Her long nose is called a trunk. So I'll write it on that line. Her long nose is called a trunk. Her long nose is called a trunk. Her long nose is called a trunk. Read it as many times as you need it to get it nice and flowing, but usually not more than 3 times a day, because you'll keep repeating it every day until it comes. Next sentence. What does she use her trunk for? Let's read the answer. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. Now we'll write it on the line. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. Don't forget the capital. Don't forget the period. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. I'll just check and see, do we have the capitals and periods? She uses her trunk to eat and drink, and make sure there's no spelling errors and leave a space between each word. So look at all those stickers at the bottom. We can see that they've read this story many times to get it mastered. Now, when you've done that, if you turn to the next page, you're going to be able to see the activity. And the students love that activity. But I'll have to get this book to show you because that one's been cut out. Here you have the pieces to make your own elephant. So cut it out, and it's very good for drawing practice. Some students like to just draw Effie the elephant as well and cut out the pieces because we need to learn to use scissors. A fun activity. Now, I'll show you on this side of the book. They put Effie the elephant 2 times. They drew one, they cut one out, and they even added the sun. So you can do your picture. And then you could also make yours into a real art picture. Here's the work one student did, and she put the background as well. So if you're artistic and like to draw, you might want to make a real picture like an art. Isn't that awesome, Mastery Max? So when that story is finished, you will put your sticker on the front page, and then you're ready to move on to the next story. But remember, before we read The Honeybee, we practice reading Effie the Elephant again. Effie is an elephant. She has thick, tough gray skin. Her long nose is called a trunk. She uses her trunk to eat and drink. And then I'll put another check mark, and I will go on and learn The Honeybee. So you're always doing your stories and reading them over many times. This is a fun book. I hope you enjoyed doing it too. Contact us. Mastery Max. Mastery is the key. Thank you for helping us, Mastery Max. Bye for now.